大家好，今天我有那个很重要的机会。I'm so honored to speak to Gerry Lindgren. Gerry went to Tokyo Olympics. 他去那个东京奥运，不是明年的，是1964年的。然后他有很多美国的纪录，5000CK。他有很多美国的纪录 ，You have so many American records too, right? So it is my great pleasure to talk to him. 你的最佳的5K 的时间是多少？What is your best time for 5K?
I ran 3 miles in 12:53. Way back
3 miles was 12:53. 3 miles almost 4.8 kilometers. 4.8 kilometers, 12:53.
In meters, I think I only ran like in the 1330s.
Yeah,
I could have done so much better if I had known what I know now about running, but I didn't know so many things back then.
So 他说他最佳的5K 是13:33，是13:33秒。Was that American record at that time? 这是美国纪录。It's 1960s, right?
I think so, yeah.
1960s. 1960年代的时候，那时候你几岁？How old were you at that time?
I was 18 or 19, I think.
18 or 19.
Yeah, I was 17.
Almost high school.
Yeah, 17 when I first started running well.
他高中的时候13:33，你也有那个美国的高中的纪录吧？You also have the high school records, right?
Oh yeah.
5K.
Yeah. I'm not clear on what records I still hold. Most of them
You
are
have too
gone.
many.
In my day, they didn't do meters so much. It was in
miles,
U.S.
right.
miles, and
Right.
I ran 13:17.
13:17.
Yeah, at one race, and I think that was the. They had a 5,000 meter, and
Right.
when I just graduated from high school at age 18, I ran at Compton and ran 13:44.
13:44.
Yeah, and
在
that
高
was
中的时候
that was
That's high school, right?
Yeah, that was a high school record for many years. Now someone has done better.
Galen Love passed your record, but until then, for 40 years, that was American high school record. So 40年，他的记录是美国的高中的记录。然后呢 ，Galen Love 应该你知道 Galen Love 吧？那个他超过那个他的记录。但是呢，you run crate track, right?
I run
crate track.
Clay track. Oh yeah.
对，他的记录是用那 crate track.
Oh yeah.
对对。Galen Love, 当然那个 modern,
Right.
you know, 那个 stadium. So
Yeah, they just beat a couple of years ago. They just beat my 2 mile record indoors. 840. 840 was the record for. I ran that when I was in high school, running with Ron Clark, the world record holder from Australia. But it was interesting that it lasted so long. I'm surprised because when I was running, it was no big thing because they did not have a high school 2 mile record. Later on, they put the 2 mile into high school, and they said, "Okay, what's the record?" And they look back in the history of running, and they say, "Oh, this guy did 840." So that became the record. It lasted a long time.
Right.
But when I was running, 840 was no big thing.
It's fast.
I got beat by Ron Clark. I was sad. Oh, he ran 8:37. I couldn't catch him at the end.
But he wasn't high school, right?
Yeah.
So he was a little bit more senior.
Yeah, he was.
And he was the world record holder.
Yeah, he was world record holder. About 28 years old when I ran against him.
amazing. So 他高中的时候那个 run 跑步2 miles 2公里，那个8分40秒，就是40年是美国的纪录。Only recently 最近其他的人超过他的纪录，但是I think recently, right? Few years ago, right? Like few years ago, 那个2-3年前其他的人超过，但是 until then 40年是美国的纪录。So now, Gerry, 为什么你跑那么快？ Why are you able to run so fast? I mean, what's the secret?
When I started running, I was the slowest boy on my cross-country team. Yes.
I cannot believe that.
I was way behind the other runners. And they hit me. They spiked me. They tried to get me to quit running because I would embarrass them because I was so wimpy, small, skinny, slow boy.
I can't believe.
And we're running intervals on the track.
Right.
And I'm so angry that for the last interval on the track, I sprint out as hard as I can go, get ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
On the back stretch, halfway through the lap, everybody passed me. They're tired now. Nobody hit me. But once again, I'm dead last. I'm going to quit the team because I can't run like this. The coach takes me aside and he said, when I took the lead, the pace picked up tremendously.
Okay.
Nobody wants a wimpy boy ahead of them. They want to be ahead of the wimpy person. So he said, later on, when the team is in shape, you'll probably not make varsity, you won't earn a letter. You'll never go anywhere with this sport. But now, when everybody's out of shape, you could help me to mold a good team. Please lead, be my rabbit.
That's good. That's a good coach, I think.
Yeah, I became the rabbit.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Looks great.
So I started,
I'm making.
when the interval would start, I sprinted. And it became harder and harder for the other boys to catch me. And before they started the first dual meet of the cross-country season, I could beat everybody on our team.
Cool.
And so when I started running, the key was that I was not trying to win. I was trying to make the other runners run well. All my running career, I never wanted to win a race. Many times I felt guilty winning a race.
Because you're beating someone else.
Yeah. When I ran 8:42 mile, I was happy because Ron Clark beat me.
Well, yeah.
He had to run hard to beat me.
Right?
If I hadn't been there, maybe he would have run over 8:40. But because I was there, he had to
Go under 8:40.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it was good, that I did this. But all my running career, I'd get into the race and I'd just say, okay, maybe I'm not very good. I'm a wimpy boy. But if I go out hard at the beginning and start hard, I'll make everybody run a good race. Whoever wins will be a good runner. And usually, everybody give up when I'm still sprinting.
And then you keep going.
And I say, why do they do this?
Because they're not as fast as you. So this is a very good story. So 他说，那一开始他没有那么快，但是他常常他帮他的田径队练习比较快，跑快，所以他常常领先，然后其他的跑家追他，然后他跑快，越来越他跑快。那最后呢，没有人会超过他，因为他超快。这个很好的故事呢。I remember when I first met you, which was probably 6-7 years ago when I lived in Hawaii. I saw, I'm sorry, an old person is running like sub-7-minute pace. And who the hell he is? And it was him. 7-minute pace, it's like 430 kilometers. 积分数，美国的积分数是大概 我们的420左右，所以很快呢。所以我消失了，一次看到他的时候，在周边应该 Copyright Park。
Yeah.
So yeah, please start.
Documents.
Okay. How was training back then?
We didn't have books. We didn't have any knowledge of how to train.
Right.
So we just went out and did it. I was running in my early years as a high school boy. I was running in the morning when I'd wake up, in the afternoon with the team as a regular workout.
Yes.
And again in the middle of the night, I'd get in another 10 miles. So,
At night?
Yeah.
10 miles?
So I was getting in like 25, 35 miles a day.
Really?
Average, yeah.
25 to 30 miles a day, not a week.
Yeah, a day.
Not a
yeah.
week, a day.
A marathon.
他说那个他先减保，然后那个对跟田径队一起练习，下午的时候，然后晚上的时候他也跑10 miles 大概15公里左右，所以他说每天跑30-40公里，这个 amazing， 这是他高中的时候，所以他这么快。So, but this afternoon training with the team is a fast one, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a jog, right?
No. Actually, yeah, it wasn't that hard because we were all together.
So that's not so fast for you.
Now, unless the coach had us on the track or running a hard workout during the season. Sometimes during the summer, especially if I didn't have to go to school or on the weekends, I would pack a sandwich and a can of pop and an orange or something in a paper bag and run all day. I'd start at 4 o'clock in the morning and I'd get back around 10 o'clock at night, and I could have covered later on when we tried to figure out how far I'd run. We'd run 125 to 135, 40
Miles?
Yeah, in a day.
Oh my God.
But I decided, after I got my legs in shape so they didn't hurt anymore, I love to run. Oh, it's so much fun to run. And I lived in Spokane, Eastern Washington, which was out in the middle of nowhere. And there were miles and miles of mountains and forests and
beautiful.
lakes to run to. And so it was a fun time, fun place to go, fun times to run. And so I did a lot of running just because I like to run.
Cool.
And
That's the best thing.
I would come home late at night, sore and tired, eat dinner because I was hungry, and then I'd go to sleep, and I'd just sleep all night.
Yeah, it must be after running 100 miles.
Yeah, and the next morning I was up running again as if I'd never run the day before. Amazing how
So you can recover?
Yeah, young kids can recover. Older people, it takes us a while. But
Right.
Lucky
It could
we
take
could be
a
young.
week for me. 所以他说那个暑假的时候，他早上4点开始跑步，他带那个三明治，然后那个水果，然后他跑前点白点，晚上回家，所以他一天跑160公里到200公里，一天都跑步。然后他回家睡觉，然后改点他已经恢复了，因为他年轻的时候，他说他只爱跑步，所以他跑那么多，因为他喜欢跑步，他跑那么多，这是我觉得很好的事情。Yeah, it's amazing. I like the part that you did this because you like running. I like that part.
Yeah, I would look out my window and way far away I could see Mount Spokane, and I wanted to run there.
Right?
So I get up early in the morning. The Mount Spokane is 44 miles away.
Yes?
And I would I would get up early in the morning and start running. And I'd run across Green Bluff when the deer were playing in the fields and everything was cool and crisp, and it was beautiful running. And I'd go to the mountain and I could run up and eat lunch at the top of the mountain, and then I would take a nap in the shade of a tree and then run home in the afternoon. But in the afternoon it was hot and terrible running conditions, and horse flies were attacking me the whole way, and it was an awful journey home. And by the time I got home, I was tired and sore, and the sun had gone down hours ago, and it was dark and miserable, and I was hungry. So I eat and then sleep, but wake up the next morning and I'm ready to go again.
Wow. So this is in Washington, right?
Yeah, this is in Eastern Washington. Yes.
So this is 那时候他就 Washington 那边的乡镇很漂亮的，所以他很爱跑步的，喜欢跑步乡村的地方，前天然后回家睡觉，明天再次去乡村跑步。Can I ask about Tokyo Olympic? So how was it? I remember you were a little bit injured at that time, right?
Yes. Yeah. At the Tokyo Olympics, I was injured the day before or 2 days before the competition. I was running with Billy Mills and another runner in the Meiji Park next to the Olympic Village.
In Tokyo.
Yeah, in Tokyo. And we found this little trail that wandered through the trees, so we decided we would take it. And we hadn't run for 15, 20 minutes through this little trail, and I stepped on a exposed, broken off root.
Bad.
And
damn Tokyo!
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I had sprained my ankles so many times running. When you're out in the middle of nowhere and you sprain an ankle or you hurt or twist a leg or something, you can't stop because you'll just die. There's no way.
In the middle of the summer. Yeah.
So you just have to run on it.
Right.
And usually by the time I got home, I couldn't remember which leg it was hurt because it would heal itself as you run on it. Yeah? And so that's what I tried to do here, was to keep running. But something wasn't right. It wasn't wasn't going away. It was getting worse. So I cut off from the other two and I went back to the American training room. The coach of the American team was a very stuffed shirt, arrogant, selfish person. And when I went to the training room, he had a morning ritual that he would give all of the trainers would give him a massage, and then he would sleep on the massage table for 2 hours. So when I came in and had an injury that had to be taken care of, he was very upset. How dare I would come in his time. So they kicked me out.
It's important.
They kicked me out. And the trainers didn't know what to do anyway because we didn't have the sports medicine we have now.
Right.
So, the one of the track shoe representatives set it up so that I could go to the German doctor. In Germany, they had a new thing called sports medicine, which I'd never heard of before. And this guy was a sports medicine doctor. And he gave me a bag of ice and told me to lay down, elevate my leg and ice it, and do the things now we know to do in order to help you get over something. Amazing stuff. So I went back to my room and I was laying on the floor with my leg up and ice on it and miserable because I was hurt. And Billy Mills was my roommate, and he came back into the room and he said, "Gerry, I can win the gold medal. I can win the gold medal." He says,
because of you.
Because I'm injured. He says, I know I couldn't beat you, but I can beat the other guys. I can win the gold medal.
That's not nice.
And he's crazy. He's going crazy for 2 days before the race.
No,
He's all
really
wild because he thinks he can win the gold medal. He didn't think of before.
Right.
But because I beat him in the trial. So
Yes,
yeah.
you've beaten Billy in trial.
Yeah. But sure enough, when the games came up, he just did his thing and did extremely well. Yeah.
And he got gold, right?
He got gold medal.
Yeah. Oh. So you would have got the gold if you're not sprained your ankle.
Maybe.
冬季奥运的时候，他那个受伤了，太可惜了啊、所以他美国选手界他第1名，那第2名是 Billy Mills， 这个 Billy Mills 对我金牌东京奥运的世界的金牌。Billy Mills 说那个 Gerry 没有受伤的时候，应该 Gerry 拿金牌。But Billy Mills is also very close to the second guy, right? It's just another second.
Yeah, right. He out-sprinted at the end, the last lap sprint. Yeah.
Really? So you were staying with him and sprinted?
Yeah.
Oh, that's your characteristic. And do you remember that Kokichi Tsuburaya, the Japanese guy, who was in the same race?
Yes.
Do you
Tsuburaya.
have any impression about him?
He was good. He was fast. He was very rhythmic. I watched his feet when he's running. He runs even relaxed pace.
Cool.
In the race, I wasn't supposed to run. The coach was mad at me, and so he says,
Right,
"You can't run in the
yeah.
Olympics." So I had to sneak down on the last bus and just make it in time for the 10,000 meters. And I was worried about my leg.
Right.
The German sports doctor taped my leg really good, so it should be okay. But it was so uncomfortable that I had to stop and take the tape off before the race.
Okay.
So I went in and I felt okay, but I didn't know if it would hold up. So for the first 3,000 meters of the race, I went slow just with everybody. Everybody was running a pedestrian pace, not too fast. At 3,000 meters, I thought, I'm here to make a good race, not to win the race. I have to go.
Right.
So at 3,000 meters, I took the lead.
You took the lead with injured leg.
Yeah, and I took off. And down the straight stretch, I really pushed the base, and around the corner,
I like that.
I decided I was going to, take off and try to run a 4-minute mile in the middle, maybe. Halfway through the curve, all of a sudden, it gave out. Oh, the pain was tremendous, and that was it for me. All those runners, one by one, went by me, and I couldn't keep up with them. I was completely out of it by then. I'm surprised I was still able to hold off in 9th place.
Yeah, not so many, just a little bit.
But I could have run so much better if I hadn't hurt my leg.
Right.
A week later, my foot is fine by then. It's recovered. But
Really? Okay, just week.
They had an after the Olympic race in Osaka, and I ran a 5,000 meters, and I was able to run, although I ran slow because I was so discouraged because I run so poorly in the Olympics. I hadn't helped anybody. I wanted so much to make sure that they had a good race, and I wasn't able to do that. And I was discouraged by the time I got to Osaka. But that was my Olympic experience. For Billy Mills, it was good that he won the gold medal.
Right.
He's an American Indian, and he went back to America and he started working with the Bureau of Indian Affairs.
Oh, that's good.
He went all over the country giving talks to Indian groups, inspired them. At the time, most Indian people were having a really hard time with alcoholism and early death and early pregnancy. Because that's the way they were treated.
Right.
He inspired them, so many of them were able to pull their lives together and do well because Billy Mills.
He's a gold medalist now.
The gold medal did more for him than it would have ever done for anybody else. It was awesome.
That's wonderful.
Awesome person he became because of the gold medal.
But for me, it's a little too bad. It could have been you.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know about this Tsuburaya. He later killed himself. Did you know the story?
Yes.
Because he actually got a bronze medal in marathon in Tokyo Olympics. And then there's a huge pressure from the Japanese people that in the next one is Mexico, right? In Mexico, Japanese people wanted him to have a gold, but it was too much pressure, and then he was also injured, so he couldn't run fast as before. And then in the end, he killed himself. That's a very sad story.
I have seen this happen many times before.
Really? Okay.
Because when the runner wants to win, it's a bad thing because only one person can win.
Right. The others are not first.
The others are not first. And it's too easy to not finish first.
Right.
If you don't want to win, you have an advantage over everybody else because you can run.
Right.
You can race. You don't care what happens at the end.
Right. I like that.
I would start a race way too fast. Always.
Way too
fast.
Style.
And everybody else who had any kind of an idea of how they wanted to run the race, their plan was destroyed because I would race too fast.
Yes.
By the end of the first mile, they were holding on for dear life. I wanted it that way because I want them to run their best race. I want them to have to give themselves. I didn't want to win. I only wanted to help other people. You see. That's what my secret is. Why I was able to run so well.
I respect that. Yes, that's wonderful.
Tsuburaya and so many others that I've seen get so upset when they are not running well. I won't win. Oh my! I have to win. Yeah. And it's not good. It ruins your life to try to win. Many people take drugs now to try to win. It ruins their life. It makes it so that their gold medal is tarnished. It isn't so good anymore. They know it's tarnished, even if they're not caught. They know that they cheated. It follows them for the rest of their life. They cheated. So it's much better to not want to win and to just want to do your best. When I would finish a race, I know that everything I had was left on the track. I tried.
I like that. Yeah.
If I was beat, actually for me it was a good thing. I didn't want to win anyway. I wanted to make this guy good. Sometimes I'd finish a race and the one who won had set a new world record. And I was happy for that. That's what I wanted, I tried as hard as I could to make him run hard, and he beat me. That's my ideal race.
That's wonderful word. That's wonderful. So 他说他常常一开始中，因为他不想拿第一名，就他说那个拿第一名是没有重要的事，他觉得重要的是那个他的冲力在比赛的时候那个发生，然后他一开始中的话，其他的跑者也要努力追他，然后超过他，就是他想要的是，然后他想要那个他的简历，他就做简历，然后其他的跑者也追他，其他的跑者跑很好的话，他很开心。这是我太赞了，我觉得太赞了。 Wonderful. That's treasure words. Yeah. So you have run with so many famous runners like Billy Mills and Frank Shoulders, Steve Prefontaine.
Yes.
Would you tell us a little bit about them? Are they good competitors?
Well, some of them are they all have a different personality. Prefontaine, from the time he was a small baby, his mother told him, "You are destined to be great. You are going to be a great person." When I met him, he wasn't a runner yet. I got him to run.
Oh, really?
Okay. But when he found running, he trained hard.
Right.
He raced hard because he knew he was destined to be great.
Right.
He had a very big head. Laughed at all the other runners because he said, "I am great," because his mother taught him that.
Right.
So many of us didn't like Prefontaine because he was such an arrogant person.
Right.
Frank Shorter was sort of the same way.
Really?
When he started out, he wasn't a good runner, but he went to Florida and trained with a good runner, Jack Batchelor, for a while.
Right.
And he learned to train hard. And then he started doing well in the marathon. He could run very hard. And he also had a bit of a big head, not like Free, but a big head also. Some of the other people were better. Billy Mills, he had a destiny. He was going to make the Indian nation great again.
Right.
And he did well. He's still doing well. It's amazing how successful he has been other than running. It's just amazing what he can do. Yeah.
So where is he now?
He lives in California.
California now?
Yeah. But he's hardly ever home. He goes all over the country talking to Indian groups at an Indian place in I'm not sure what state he's in now, but they just named a junior high school, the Billy Mills Junior High, because they want to remember his legacy of what he has done to the Indian people.
Oh, we should name our high school to Gerry Lindgren High School. How about Kaimuki change to Gerry Lindgren High School?
But he's done just amazing things with his running. Some of the people have done this. Ron Clark is a very humble person.
Really? Okay.
But he's not humble when he gets on the track.
That's good.
When he gets on the track, he makes you run. He's the toughest person I've ever run against. Whenever I run with Ron Clark, I know I'm going to run hard.
Right.
He says the same to me. He says, whenever the gun goes off and I'm in the race,
yes,
I'm going to mess up everything.
Yes, because you sprint.
But he says it makes him so that 3 times I've run with him when he set a world record in order to beat me, which is good.
So you helped him to make the world record.
Yeah, that's what I want, is to make the other person better.
Right.
So I think that everybody has their own personality when they run, their own motivation, their own reason why they run.
Right.
Their own expectations of what they want out of this sport.
Right.
It makes the sport good.
Yeah. That's what the beauty of the sport.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, I guess in terms of running style, Pre is similar to you, isn't it? Pre also sprints at the beginning, no?
Yes, I trained Pre.
That's why he's running.
When he was in high school, he would write me letters. When he was discouraged, he'd say, "Why did this happen?" And I'd say, "Pre, stop thinking in terms of winning. Think in terms of being the best you that you can be."
Beautiful.
I told him, don't wait and sprint at the end, because you can win by doing that, but you'll never improve by doing that. You won't make the sport better by doing that.
Right.
I said, Pre, when the gun goes off, go off.
That's what he did.
I said, you're like a firecracker. When it pops, it pops.
Right.
When the gun goes off, you pop. And he did. He listened to me. Sometimes I thought he wasn't listening. But then I would see him running and I would say,
Right.
He did it.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Sometimes I wasn't able to get to him. In 1972 in the Olympics,
Right.
I told him, don't tell everybody what you're going to do.
Uh-huh.
Because if you do that, they will know how to counter your race.
Right.
Just do it.
Yeah.
But because he had big head, he told all the other runners,
I'm
going to run the last mile in 4 minutes. If you can keep up with me, try it.
Yes.
And so they ran the race to run a fast 4-minute mile at the end. And sure enough, they were able to keep up with him, and he ended up in 4th place.
Right.
He could have won the gold medal easily if they didn't know. If it was a surprise, and all of a sudden, with 4 laps to go, and he takes off,
then
everybody would say, "No, it's too soon," and they would wait, and the waiting would have been the wrong thing. They'd never catch him.
Yes.
But he was an interesting policeman. I respected Pre because he bragged a lot. But when he got on the track, he would do it. He could do things that other people were afraid to do.
Right. Yes. Yeah, 他说那个 Steve Prefontaine， 那他说那个你要一开始中那个不用觉得拿第1名的话，你觉得你的冲力用冲力比赛的时候，那然后 Pre 想讲说那个其他的跑者说那个最后的一每迈里他跑4分钟4分4很快，然后其他的跑者都知道他的计划，所以他在奥运的时候那个其他的跑者超过他。That's a wonderful story. You should make a T-shirt. Yeah, don't think about becoming a priest. Try to help others to run. With their 100% effort. That T-shirt would sell, I guess.
Yeah. I'll have to find somebody in Taiwan that would do that.
Yeah. Maybe I should make a T-shirt and then bring it to you next time. In Taiwan, there are also a lot of people love running. It's sort of very, very popular now in the last couple of years. Every weekend we have marathon competition.
Really?
It maybe more than Hawaii.
Really?
You don't have every weekend, right? So also young people trying to go to Olympics, because Olympic in next year is in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So it's close from Taiwan.
Yeah.
So a lot of young people trying to get in there. So could you give us some message about those young generation of people who also love running?
Yes. When I started running, there was no running revolution yet. I was the only one out on the
You
street.
started the revolution.
People would see me running, and they would think I'm crazy man. Sometimes I would be running out on the highway, and somebody would shoot at me.
That's
because they
dangerous.
think I must have stolen something or killed somebody and running away. Robbed a bank.
So fast.
Yeah. Sometimes people would try to run me off the road with a car because they knew I'd done something bad because I was running. Policemen would try to stop me because I was running. I must have done something bad. Now you can run anywhere in the world and everybody look the other way, nobody noticed. Oh, it's such a beautiful world now. Now millions of people run all over the world. It has affected the whole world.
Right.
And if I've done anything with my life, I have helped to make this running revolution go. And I'm so happy for that.
You did it.
I think that people who start running now, who want to run like in the Olympics and whatever, should run to try to make an example of themselves. Run hard. Go out and run your head off. Enjoy. Be happy. I used to love to feel the air going through my hair.
Right?
The hair would comb your hair. If you run fast, the air runs through your hair.
Yes.
And it's such a good feeling.
Right?
And I would try to go as hard as I could out there. And people would look at me and say, is he crazy? When they would talk, when I started running well, the sports man would come to me and he'd say, first question was always, why do you run? Why do you do such a crazy thing? It was always, why do you run? I knew why I run, but I couldn't tell anybody. I couldn't explain it because it's something that is inside of you. It's a joy you feel. It's a runner's high. It's a beauty of running. If you can have that in your heart and you run with it, you can run amazingly well. That is the spirit that I want everyone in the world to have. Love and peace and harmony and giving of yourself in order to make everyone better and more happy. Yeah? People are happier when they run. The whole world is a better place because people run.
Right, exactly.
So if I've done any little part of making that possible, then I'm very happy with my life. It's all been worth it. I had my whole life to live over again. I do the very same thing every day.
You did it? You have been doing it? So 他说那个我们那个跑家年轻的跑家，我们跑家他希望都我们跟他一样爱跑步，喜欢跑步。他跑步的时候能够那个追他的头发，他很喜欢的感觉。然后我们也喜欢这样的感觉，然后我们也喜欢跟他一样喜欢跑步。他是那个他的原因。Wonderful. Lastly, if you don't mind, may I ask? So after Olympics, or maybe a couple years after Olympics, you suddenly stopped running. You disappeared from competition, right? May I ask if you don't mind? What was the reason?
I was. This was around 1980.
Right. You're still young, right?
Yeah, I was still running, but not as I couldn't run in the front anymore. I couldn't pull. I couldn't set an example for other people anymore.
Because of the injury?
Well, the injury and old age and the body naturally doesn't do as much as it did when you were young and frivolous. So my whole life I've been a wimpy person, not as good as other people.
I don't think so, but
well, that was the image that I was born and lived with until I got into running, and it never goes away. I'm still the same me. So for me, I never thought that I would still be in the news at this age. I thought I would be long gone and nobody would know me anymore. Around 80, when I thought I wouldn't be able to run with other people, I had a friend in Hawaii a guy I met in college that lived in Hawaii, and he was running a business in Hawaii, but he was having trouble with it. And he asked me to come to Hawaii and help him with his business. So I came here.
That's how you came to Hawaii?
Yeah, that's how I came to Hawaii. And I ran in some of the local races, but very few. I just enjoyed the running without the racing. I still raced. I ran like 14 times. I ran Honolulu Marathon.
Right.
But didn't run as intently as I did before. So I thought I had been forgotten, and that's the way it should be. I was surprised when people were looking for me and saying, "Where's Gerry Lindgren? What happened to you?"
You're a star. You're a hero.
Because it didn't occur to me that I would be remembered. I was just a wimpy guy. now I've come to recognize what has transpired because I remember some of the greats from track and field, Bulindnikov and Kutz and some of the people from America that were good, that will never be forgotten because they added something to track and field. So maybe I will be remembered with this group of people.
Of course.
And I'm very honored that I could, if I can help someone else to run well, then I want that to be.
Everybody remembers you. You're a hero. You're a star.
It's been a fun life for me. It still is. I enjoy every morning. I love running. I curse my body that it won't let me run like I want to run. I still, in my mind, I have 4-minute mile. But in my legs, I have 9-minute legs.
That's fine. As you said, the important thing is enjoying running. So
Yeah,
I guess
that's true. Yep.
Well, I cannot run 4 minutes a mile, but I still enjoy running myself. So.
Yeah, the running itself. When I ran, and when the running revolution swept over me, I was surprised. I said, why are people running if they're not going to be competitive in the race? They're not going to win. Why do thousands of people come out for the marathon?
Right.
I couldn't believe it. I went back to Spokane, my hometown, and they have Bloomsday. They brought me back to run Bloomsday one day. And they have to start on 4 city streets because there's so many people that they can't get them all on one street. They merge after the first half mile or mile or so, and then go the course completely full of runners. And
Right.
I say, you can't even run. There's people in the way.
Yeah.
I was so impressed because the world has changed so much.
Right.
These people are more healthy, they're more happy, they are better people because they're out there running that marathon. Yeah? Oh, it's so nice, the world now. Yeah?
The Boston Marathon is getting bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah.
Tokyo Marathon, 300,000 people try to register. Only 30,000 can run.
Really? Oh.
300,000.
Wow, amazing. Amazing that this is how the world has become now. I think that one day soon we'll have peace in the world. We won't have wars anymore, and I think that running will be a big part of it.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
when you run, you go through so much pain and agony that you empathize with the other people.
Right.
You become friends with everybody.
Yes, exactly.
You know,
Yes.
you don't have to shoot and kill them in order to
Right.
get what you want because we're all in this together.
Yes. Right.
Maybe we can have world peace still if enough people will run hard, and inspire other people.
I agree. Yes. Yeah, that's what I like running. I go to race, run together, and after finish, we're friends.
Yes.
Oh, you did good, I did good. That's the feeling I like. I mean, that's a little different from soccer or baseball. Sometimes they lose and then the team who lost is not so happy, right? But running, it doesn't matter. No matter if you're first, second, everybody's friends after running.
That's true. And if you finish last in the marathon, you're a winner because you ran it. It was hard.
You helped everyone else.
Yeah. And in the end, you've won.
Right.
Everybody wins.
Right.
So they're all happy. They all are friends
Right.
now. Yeah.
That's what I like about running.
Yeah. Beautiful world.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Gerry.
I'm glad that we met again.
I'm so moved today. I'm very glad to see you.
Thank you.
And have an opportunity to talk to you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Gerry. 我是 Tomo， 谢谢看我的影片。如果可以的话，请订阅我的 YouTube 频道哦，在这边呢。然后别忘记跟着我的话一起拍照吧，谢谢大家。